In the previous video, we have learned about measurement and standard units. Okay, in this video, we are going to talk about the need to measure time. Okay, so you do most of your day-to-day work at a certain time, right? The knowledge of time is essential for carrying out your daily activities. For example, you have your breakfast at a particular time in the morning, right? You need to know the time to reach the school. You need to know the uh, time of your recess, so that also happens at a particular time. Similarly, you need to know the time when your school is over, the time for your favorite television program, also the time you should go to bed, etc. Right? How do you come to know this, the time? Yes, of course, with the help of the clocks and watches, right? But children, do you know how the ancient people used to come to know about the time? Okay. In ancient time, people did not have this clocks and watches what we have today, okay? But those people also knew the importance of time. Our ancestors used some natural events which repeated regularly after definite interval of time to measure this time. For example, the periodic motion of sun and star, that is the time taken by the earth to complete one rotation revolution of the sun, or say the rotation around itself, that is year and a day, what we call now, right? Then again, natural occurrence like flow of wind, annual flooding of river, that gave them the idea of change in the seasons, or the time taken between one moon, full new moon, to the next new moon, that is what is now a month, right? So some of the important time measuring devices used in ancient times were sundial, sand clock, and water clock, you can say. Okay, students, let's see the working of a sand clock. Now the sand clock is also called as hourglass. It is also called as sand timer, then again sand glasses, or egg timer. Okay, now the sand clock is basically a device that helps in measuring the time through the movement of the sand. It consists of two glass bulbs connected vertically by a narrow neck that allows a regulated flow of a substance, that is the sand. Okay, so from the upper bulb to the lower one, the upper and lower bulb are symmetric, so that the hour glass will measure the same duration regardless of orientation. Okay, the specific duration of time a given hour glass measures is determined by factors including the quantity and coarseness of the particulate matter, that is the thickness of the sand particle, the size of the glass bulb, the width of the say the neck, okay, and the neck width and all. Nowadays we measure time by using clocks and watches. So of course, clock and watches, if you see, they make use of a periodic motion. Children, here is the Big Ben clock, which is in London and is one of the oldest clock in the world. It is also been referred as the clock tower, and officially known as Elizabeth Tower, to mark the silver jubilee of Elizabeth II in the year 2000